It's literally like wearing a slipper with a heel. Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, guys, we're gonna be talking about some of the best spring and summer shoes that you should be on the lookout for right now. So if you are shopping for a new shoe to wear for this upcoming summer season, just keep on watching. I'm gonna tell you about some of the best ones that I have found during my birthday month haul and where you can find them at a fraction of the price. If this is your first time coming across my face, welcome friend. I am Tasha Jade, the owner of The Styling Tea, a channel that is all about helping you to save money on designer goods and where to shop and save your coins. So if you do enjoy watching this type of content, please make sure that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, so you do not miss out anytime a new video drops right here on the channel. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these shoes because they're really, really good. Let's talk about this first shoe because it is such a fire shoe. So one of the trends that you should be on the lookout for this spring and summer season are metallics. Now, we already know metallics to be the typical golds as well as the silvers, but now we're also seeing metallics in color. So one thing I will say, like, color is going to continue to be very vibrant all throughout the spring and summer season and very much into the fall. But these shoes, girl, they are phenomenal. I found these shoes, so the first time I saw these shoes, I actually saw them in Monroe Steele's vlog video where she went to Paris, and she actually picked up these shoes during one of her hauls, and when I saw them, I immediately was obsessed. Now, I will say the shoes were not available in the US at that time, so I had already put them in my cart and just saved them as a go back to reminder, so that way when they did come on sale, I could actually get them at a good price. So these shoes right here are called the Laurent Dominique heels, and y'all, these shoes are absolutely gorgeous. I have not worn them yet, hence why they still have the tag on them. But these shoes have this really nice metallic blue across the toe strap. It also comes with this wraparound strap that goes right around your ankle in this lovely, I would say kind of like a burnt metallic red color. But what I love about this shoe also is the metallic color that also is included on the sole and the front of the shoe in this really nice, like, vintage, like, greenish color. And then you also have another metallic color that goes right here on the back of the shoe on the heel, which is in this nice little bronzy color. Now, this is just one color of the shoe. Saint Laurent also has another version of this exact same shoe. I'm going to put an image of this right here on the screen for you. But the other version is more of like a brighter color, and it has the yellow strap with the pink toe strap across it, and it is unbelievably cute. I personally chose to go with the blue strap because I felt like it would really go well with my skin tone. But these shoes retail on Saint Laurent's website and other websites for $990. So obviously that's without tax. However, I did find them on Satire and they are still available today. So please make sure you check the description box below so you can get them at a fraction of the price. And I'm pretty sure that by the time this video goes up, they might even have additional discounts. So please make sure you check and see what other available discounts are available for you. But on Satire, they are available for $758. So why not just save a couple extra dollars instead of paying full price on the shoes? Now, the other thing I will say that these are not walking shoes. These are definitely not walking shoes. And most of Saint Laurent's heels really are not walking shoes. These are really great, like, dinner cute type of shoes where you're just going to walk somewhere, sit down for a little bit, make sure that, you know, you look cute in your outfit, your toes look nice and pretty, and people are going to be talking about the shoe. The reason why I say these are not walking shoes is because, number one, there is no cushion or support inside of the shoe itself. So there's very, very little padding, which is essentially the thickness of that is like right here. So if you are someone that has, that doesn't have like a high arch, you just might actually have a little bit of an issue with this. The other part also is that if you do have a wider foot, this toe strap right here is going to be a little uncomfortable. Now I have a medium-sized foot, and I will say I don't have any issues with the toe strap, but I will say that I can definitely tell that I'm probably going to need to put some type of cushion right here in the shoe, so that way when I'm walking, it's not literally hurting the balls of my feet. But the shoes are gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to wear them. And I will say, like, I do feel like these are shoes that I can honestly wear even beyond the spring and summer into the fall. Okay, so let's get into this next shoe, because I think this is honestly one of my favorite shoes for the spring summer. But the next thing I will say that is really popping off this spring and summer for a trend is the color green. And so we're seeing that in various different ways, whether it is, you know, pistachio green, mint green, or even just more like a lime green. Green essentially has become the color for 2025, and that is no different for the shoes. So these shoes that I purchased are so stunning, and honestly, they go with so many different outfits. But these are the Attico Mia sandals. Y'all, look at these shoes. They're just so gorgeous. And I will say, looking at them at first glance, they look like these shoes will be really uncomfortable. But that's the most deceiving part about it, because these shoes are really, really, really comfortable. It's literally like wearing a slipper with a heel. That's how comfortable these shoes are. And that really plays a part into the amount of cushion that the Attico has put into this shoe. This is a brand that really understands just how much it pays off to really have respect for women and what we go through when we wear heels, because girl, like this comfort and the cushion inside of it, chef's kiss. So these shoes are currently still available. They retail for $890. I will say I personally chose the green because I'm literally obsessed with the color green right now, but they come in a variety of different colors. You can get them in the green, but you can also get them in a black color. They have them also in like a nice cream color, and then they have another version that's in brown. Well, I got these in my normal size of a 37, and the only small critique that I would have with this shoe is that because this strap is patent leather, it does kind of pinch on the top of your foot just a little bit. But the trick that I have learned around that is to get this part stretched out. And it's because if you're ever wearing patent leather, the leather is very hard when you first wear the shoe, because it has to stretch out. So once it stretches out, it becomes even more comfortable, and then you can wear them even longer. So other than that, I would say these shoes, like I'm planning on wearing these shoes into the ground. That's how much I love these shoes. Okay, so this next shoe, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this trend, I was not a fan of it. But it's something that really started to grow on me, and I realized like I actually kind of need this trend in my wardrobe. But it's flower heels. So this is something that we've seen Dolce & Gabbana actually doing this. Magda Butrym is really well known for this. And what I will say that I think is really interesting about the shoes is that they do make your shoes really look like a piece of art. Oh, Loewe has also been known to do this like with so many different shoes over the years. And I also I feel like Loewe really took this trend and really owned it as theirs. And now we're seeing other brands start to create their own version of this. But initially when I saw it, I just thought, okay, this is a cute shoe, but this is not something that I'm probably gonna wanna wear for a long period of time, until I found that one. So the shoe that I ended up purchasing are these, y'all. I mean, can we say anything else? These shoes are from the brand Magda Butrym. What I love about this is that the flower is essentially an intricate part of the shoe, but it doesn't just take up the entire shoe. And I think that's what I like about it, because this makes this shoe more wearable beyond just a special event type of shoe. And that's the reason why I was so kind of off-put about the idea of, you know, buying a flower shoe, because in my mind I'm sitting there thinking like, well, where am I gonna wear this outside of maybe for a special event, especially for the price point? Like, am I really gonna get my cost per wear for these shoes? These ones, I'm gonna get my cost per wear and then some for these shoes, because number one, let's just talk about the comfort of these shoes. Hands down, the most comfortable shoes I actually own in my closet to date. These shoes are so comfortable. They look so sexy on. And I will honestly say, like, this flower detail, it's so pretty and it's so cute, but it's not overwhelming because of the fact that it's in the same leather material as the rest of the shoe. It's also in the same color, so it just kind of flows together. And I love a good shoe that also, you know, has more of like a skin tone type of look to it as well. So I just feel like these shoes on my feet, like, it's just gonna look like a work of art. I really, really love that. So these shoes retail right now on My Teresa and a couple other sites for a full price at $15.65. But you can actually find them for a discount. I personally did not get them at a discounted price because I really wanted them that badly and they only had one left in my size. But they do have them on Net-a-Porter for $1,400. So I think if you're looking for a shoe that you want to have in your wardrobe for a long period of time, I think these shoes themselves, you will get your cost per wear out of them. So these are not a pair of shoes you just want to buy just to sit on your shelf, unless that's, you know, something that you're perfectly fine with. But if you want to buy a shoe that you're going to have in your wardrobe for a long period of time, these are definitely a really good investment shoe. Okay, now this last shoe, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a little controversial, but go with me on this one because I'm going to explain why it's such a great shoe. So we've been talking about color throughout this entire video, and I can't end this video without talking about one of the biggest trends this spring summer season when it comes to colors, and more specifically even in shoes, and that is the color yellow. Now, besides green, I have been obsessed with buying so many things in the color yellow. Don't ask me why, but for some reason, like, I'm just like overly obsessed with finding the color yellow. It's not even my favorite color, to be honest. Does it look great on me? Absolutely. But for some reason, like, I just cannot get enough of the color yellow. So I came across these shoes. I know, you're probably thinking like, where the hell am I going to wear these shoes? And isn't it going to be a little too hot for me to wear these shoes? I got you. Yes, these shoes are definitely a standout shoe, obviously because they have the fur, they have the floral applique on top of it. And of course they do have this velvet, but here's the thing, these shoes are like a really great night out type of shoe. So if you right now live in an area where it is colder even throughout the day or at nighttime, get these shoes. Go ahead and get them because they're really nice. So these are the Burberry Shearling Velvet Rose sandals. They retailed for $1,200 full price on the Burberry website, but I did find them for a fraction of the price, and literally like less than $400. So these shoes, I will link it down below because they are still available for you to purchase. These are so comfortable. Like, I actually wore these to a dinner about a month ago, and these were like the most comfortable shoes that I've ever put on my feet. What I love about them is that, number one, this flower applique, it really just covers like most of the shoe. And this is like the first thing that you actually see when you're walking in. But the other thing is these are a thong sandals. And me personally, I am not a fan of thong sandals. I always hate this toe strap here because I feel like it's always rubbing up against my big toe and my first toe, and it's so annoying to me, and I feel like it just becomes such a nuisance because I'm ready to take the shoes off. But when I tell you that these shoes are comfortable and you do not feel that toe strap, I'm telling you, these shoes are so comfortable. I could have worn them literally all night. I could have went dancing in these shoes and I would have been perfectly fine. So like I said, these shoes are great, especially if you are going out at nighttime. During the daytime, if you live in hot weather, obviously don't wear these shoes because you're just going to be sweating the entire time while you wear the shoe. But the other thing also is that on the inside, it does have this nice breathable leather detailing. So the leather is a little bit more perforated. So it does allow you to have a little bit more breathing room on the sole of your feet, which is great. But I'm telling you, like, these shoes literally are not only like your accessory, they are like the shoe that's gonna stand out. They're the thing that's gonna get people talking when you walk into the room. That's it for today's video. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you, friend. Make sure that if you have not done so, hit that like button down there below. So I do know that you are enjoying this type of content and we can keep talking about these different types of topics together. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that way you do not miss out every single time a new video drops right here on the Styling Tea channel. And thank you guys so much for tuning into another video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.